Hey, 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 it's a good day. Let's all go do a skin slay today.
Yeah.
Hi guys,
You're
it's
not
Tyler
gonna-
Jacoby.
Not gonna sing.
I don't sing.
Okay, that's okay. We are back with Tyler and Zoe and me, Savanna, your host, and we're gonna pick up part 2 of skincare hot takes.
Hot.
So, hot. It's HAWT takes.
Okay.
Oh, I had to.
Yeah.
I had to
No,
spell
I
that
had to
out.
see it. I just see it in
yeah.
my
Well,
brain.
there's 3 ways to spell hot. There's HOT, there's HAUT, WT? What?
I don't know. I don't sometimes trust your
Yeah.
literacy with some things.
I know. I really do have a really hard time with spelling and pronunciations of words. It's actually really bad.
It's so bad, guys.
I can't pronounce like anything.
Espresso instead of espresso.
Birthdays.
No, what was the other one that you?
Sphinx cats.
She thought she had no idea that Sphinx cats. She thought they were SPINX.
I thought it was Sphinx.
Sphinx. Her whole life.
Do you know what the first letter is in pterodactyl?
A T.
Oh, no. It's a
P.
P.
Oh my
PT.
God. Okay, well,
We should do a spelling bee as one
Yeah.
episode.
No,
that would be
I
I thought you guys were gonna
so
trigger
good.
like my trauma from elementary school. I used to get such bad anxiety. Did you ever do popcorn spelling bees?
Yeah, I
Were
was
you upset?
great at spelling
Oh, I
bees.
hated those.
Loved them.
Let's do one really quick. Okay.
Wait, now I'm scared.
Okay. Sunscreen. You start.
SUN.
No. That's not popcorn.
What? What's a popcorn spelling bee?
Oh,
where
S.
I say a word, then you say the next word?
No,
Yeah,
I say the
no.
letter.
Have y'all? Okay.
No,
What
we
kind of
never
letter?
did.
That's
We
what
never
I-
did popcorn spelling
What kind of
bees.
school
Yeah.
did you
A
go to?
Christian school.
That's crazy.
You went to a Christian school?
Yeah.
For what grades?
Like kinder through like 5th.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, you don't know a lot about me.
Oh, okay.
She did.
I did. Okay. So let's
Anyways.
do a hard word really quick. Okay. We're gonna spell tetramethyl hexadecimal succinyl
Oh,
cysteine go.
fuck no.
T
T.
E
What's the word?
tetramethyl hexadecimal succinyl cysteine go.
This is gonna take us 20 minutes.
Yeah,
we can't do
we're
this.
not.
Okay, fine. Let's do one easier. Let's do ascorbic. Okay.
A.
This is no.
S
C.
O.
R
B.
I.
C.
There we go.
There
And
we
then
go.
you'd be the winner because it ends right after you.
Oh,
But so it's like
what's my prize?
And then if someone messes up, then they get kicked out of like the line of the spelling bee, and so then they have to go out, and so then it's like
That would give me so much anxiety.
that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so I understand your feeling on that now. I never knew that popcorn spelling bees were a thing.
That was terrifying.
I just was thinking about like actual spelling.
Thank you,
You're the
guys.
only person.
I feel really safe to share. That
How
with
did you feel about popcorn reading?
I didn't really mind popcorn reading. It was the popcorn spelling bees that like were really hard for me, and I really haven't opened up about that with anyone. So,
I've never heard of that in my entire
Yeah,
life.
same.
well, now I feel like I had a really targeted insecurity.
I mean, I went to a
Fear.
private school for a little bit too, private Christian school, but we did not do any popcorn spelling bees.
It's really scary for me.
It's weird though, because she pronounces like other insanely difficult words like ingredients.
Only if they're skincare.
But yeah, only
She
skincare.
practices.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
yeah.
But with any other simple word,
Well, if I see it for the first time, I'm like
Wrong.
9 out of 10 times not gonna say it right. You know?
Yeah.
So if I like, know it. Once I know it, I know it. But if I don't, if it's something new for me, or I've been saying it a certain way my entire life, like I'm not gonna be.
she'll never change.
Yeah. Well, now once I've been corrected,
Say Sphinx.
that one stresses me out. Sphinx.
That was good.
That was good.
Say it again, louder.
Sphinx.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
How do you say birthday?
Birthday.
That was okay.
That was better.
That's just when you go back to old habits. It's like you have to train your subconscious. Anyways, skincare time.
Okay.
Hot takes. We're going to start with sunscreen. Okay? Because apparently some people don't believe that you need to wear sunscreen. And there's a lot of little hot takes I have about sunscreen. Okay? First is chemical sunscreen. I'm sorry, but it's not great for any hyperpigmentation. It's just not. Okay? It's not good for hyperpigmentation. I love mineral sunscreen for hyperpigmentation and rosacea. Chemical SPF, there are some that have bad ingredients. There are some that have good ingredients. I like the IS Clinical Extreme Protect, and I love the Face Reality 30 Daily SPF. Those are both great. And the hard thing is chemical SPFs obviously don't leave a white cast. They're not. So there's a difference. And this is also a hot take because I've seen some chemists say differently. But traditionally, what we learn in esthetician school, and I'll tell you how I feel, but I'm just going to go through both, okay? Traditionally, in esthetician school, we're taught that mineral sunscreen reflects UV rays. So it's like a physical, think of it as like a shield all across your face. And it's anytime the sun's coming, it's pushing it away. It's pushing it away. Chemical sunscreen sits in the skin more. And what's happening is it's actually turning that heat and reverting it out. So it's converting the heat in the skin, right? So the reason I don't like it for pigment is because it's allowing the heat in the skin to revert it out. So it's not great for that. But there are also some studies and chemists that have said that mineral sunscreen also has some of that going into the skin always and back out, that it's not completely blocking all UV rays, that it's also doing a little bit of the mechanism of a chemical sunscreen. So it's very divided in the community if we believe that mineral sunscreen 100% is reflecting everything. I believe that nothing in life is 100%. I do believe that obviously with mineral sunscreen, you're getting some of that into the skin and like chemical sunscreen, but not to the extremes of chemical sunscreen. So of course it's not going to be 100%, but it's better than chemical.
I feel like also it depends on the mineral sunscreen because, like, you know, you tried 2 different mineral sunscreens under the Visiacam, and
one was more protective.
one like covered the UV.
And that's why I don't like blanket statements because like people are like, oh, you can't mix retinol and an alpha hydroxy acid, yet you can when it's formulated correctly. It's all about the formula. And with Skin Better sunscreen, like how can you say maybe other mineral sunscreens can convert a little bit into heat, but what if the SPF from Skin Better doesn't at all? Well, I really want them to test that to see, you know, they haven't. I don't know.
What was that?
I think part of her hair touched her and she thought it was a bug.
It really scared me.
That scared me.
Oh my God. That was like really scary. But
It looked like a ghost
if y'all
attacked her.
can't see, she literally just had like a mini seizure for a second.
Really scary. But anyway, wow. I really want them to take a test on that. But what I can tell you is I've had clients use chemical sunscreen on their bodies and wear the Tone Smart sunscreen on trips and their body gets burnt, their face doesn't. I don't think one's more protective than the other. What I do believe 100% and I stand by is that I do not like chemical sunscreen for hyperpigmentation and I do not like it post-procedure. And it's really hard for my people of color clients when I do a chemical peel and then the aftercare is a mineral sunscreen because they look like a ghost and it gives them a white cast, but it just is what it is. And I'm like, I'm not a chemist. I don't make mineral sunscreens. Okay. It is hard because of that zinc and the properties are so white. But Tone Smart sunscreen's great. I wouldn't go as far to say you could use it on a fit 6, pushing it with a fits 5, but great through 1 through 4. It's really about how you blend it. But again, when you're post-procedure, you really can't be blending it the way you need to blend it. You know,
Yeah.
It's sitting on top of the skin. So it's just hard because you can't manipulate it when you have a peeling face. You just want to quickly pat that on the skin. You're not wanting to move it and rub it. So gonna give a little cast. It's not gonna blend, but that's what I do. I cannot recommend a chemical sunscreen after a laser, after microneedling, or after any kind of peel because it's just irritating for the skin. Mineral is so much more gentle, so much more sweet to the skin. You want to make love to the skin. So that's one of my hot takes on sunscreen. But it's very interesting to see the divide. And like I said, I truly do believe with mineral sunscreen, a little bit of that is getting converted into the skin, just like chemical, but not to the extreme that chemical sunscreen is. I think chemical sunscreen has a place. A lot of people love it more than mineral. And honestly, at the end of the day, the best sunscreen is the one you will fucking wear. So I do not care. As long as it's not plant seed oil that you're putting on your face. If you're using any kind of sunscreen, you are doing a wonderful job. I could care less if it's chemical. I don't care if it's from Sephora. Just wear sunscreen, okay? It can be Neutrogena. I don't care. Just wear sunscreen. Always reapply till you die.
Slay.
So I just
Preach.
want that to be known that, like, if you're wearing sunscreen, you're doing a great job. Of course, I have my preferences in sunscreen and what I think is superior than others. But at the end of the day, like, if you can't afford a $75 sunscreen, like, I completely understand. Find one that you can afford and just wear it. Just wear it. Out of every product out there, the one that's going to make the biggest difference in your skin, if you could only use one, it's sunscreen. It's the most boring step, but it's the most important, okay? It's like Thanksgiving. Like, you want the mac and cheese. You want the cream corn. You want the green bean casserole, the rolls. But like Thanksgiving's not Thanksgiving without the turkey. Is everyone really excited about the turkey? No. Does everyone love the turkey? No, but it has to be there to make sense. And that's kind of like sunscreen. That's why I see sunscreen. But then I posted that before and people are like, you're on fucking meth. Turkey's my favorite part of Thanksgiving. So I don't know. The turkey isn't for me. I think
don't love turkey.
I'm like a sides girl.
I eat ham on Thanksgiving.
Do you guys have
That's
turkey?
a sin.
What?
You guys don't have turkey at all.
It depends on what side of the family I'm going to, but like I don't. I usually end up eating ham.
I hate ham and turkey.
Love
So like,
ham.
Yeah, but
I
you have
do-
to have a turkey on
Depends on
Thanksgiving.
the mood I'm in, honestly. I'll fuck up
but
some
no, I
turkey.
agree with that.
It's just the most important step. Sunscreen is truly the best. And you guys, it's been a couple of weeks since this has been posted, but there's an esthetician that I really liked. She's more holistic.
Clearly.
But but she has really good like facial massage technique videos, and it's just I really like her stuff. And she's grown such a big following, and like she's beautiful. Thought she was smart. I did. And then she goes and tells people that sunscreen is a facade and that your skin needs to be in direct sunlight. And I think, for vitamin D, for vitamin D, and I think for mental health and serotonin, and just, I agree, we need to get some sun on our bodies.
Yeah,
right?
don't go live in a cave and like never go out in
like
the
live
sun
your
at
life,
all.
but wear
Yeah.
sunscreen,
None of your skincare is gonna work if you don't have sunscreen on.
Yeah, but what she was saying is it's your diet. So like if you have a bad diet, your skin's gonna burn. If you eat if you eat the rainbow, this is what she said exactly. If you eat the rainbow, your skin will not burn because your body will accept the sunlight and convert it into energy inside your body. And that when you eat bad foods and trans fat and just bad things in your body, that's why your skin burns. So you don't need sunscreen. You just need to eat like a rabbit, and then your skin won't burn because your skin is healthy. And that it's when your skin burns and you get a sunburn, it's all the toxins that are coming out of your body. And that's what causes skin cancer. Is your diet causes skin cancer. It's not the sun. That's what she just told 500,000 people on her page.
So she's very holistic.
No, yeah, see why I said clearly?
Okay,
Yeah.
I see now. Well,
I was like, honey, my hot Cheetos is not causing my hyperpigmentation.
Yeah.
Like, that's the sun.
No, it's insane. I don't want to call people insane, but like that
I mean,
is
it's
like
sounding a
It's
little.
just reckless. Like, if
Eat
you
the
believe,
rainbow and you'll be okay.
I mean, and I
like-
get it. Like, cool if you believe that, but it's like when you have a big platform, you have a responsibility. And like skin cancer is such a big deal. Zoe's dad just got skin cancer removed on his nose that I actually caught Slay Savanna.
Okay. She's given herself a lot of credit here. I've been telling him to get that thing checked. And I showed you a picture of it. You were like, he should for sure get it checked. And so then he finally did it. And it wasn't anything super serious. He looks like he's been beat up now after his Mohs procedure of getting everything removed. But yeah, sunscreen's important. Now he wears it every single day.
Yeah. And it is, you guys, like it's the number one cancer that kills people. Out of every cancer there is, skin cancer kills the most people.
I didn't know that.
It is true. And it's the one that people don't care about the most. And it's the one that like, people are like, oh, you have skin cancer. Like, but if you're like, oh, I have lung cancer, they're like, oh, how much time do you have left? Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's sad. Like, people don't take skin cancer as serious as they should. You're cold.
Freezing.
But people don't take it as serious as they need to take it. And it makes me sad. And then when you have a platform like that and you're telling people like just to eat lettuce and not hamburgers and they won't get skin cancer, like that's super dangerous. And I think ever since like COVID and stuff, people have become very like crunchy, and like I'm a little crunchy with stuff, but I
Wait,
get it.
define
What do you
crunchy.
mean like
yeah.
granola type person?
I mean, there's certain things that I can be a little like more holistic with
Okay.
than like the normal person. Like I go on both sides, like I feel like I'm right in the middle where it comes from like crunchy and then very like regular.
I've never
Why do you
heard the
keep
term
saying
crunchy.
No
I've
one
never heard
says-
this.
No one says crunchy.
They do.
That's
No, they
not-
probably do. I'm
never
not.
heard that.
I just didn't know.
feel-
What does crunchy mean? Holistic?
Like
yeah,
holistic.
like granola, crunchy. And then if you're
Okay.
like in the
Granola.
middle, you're called scrunchy. I'm sorry, y'all aren't on mom talk.
Scrunchy.
See, I don't even know. I've never heard granola either.
I've
so
heard granola, but I've never heard
Okay.
crunchy or scrunchy.
Y'all are making me feel like you don't like I'm speaking gibberish, and I feel
because sometimes you do.
alone.
no, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there too that
Yeah.
if I've never heard crunchy, I was just wanting to know what that meant.
Okay.
We
Well,
all have
crunchy is,
different
like,
for you
very-
pages.
Okay, yeah, clearly. Crunchy is like very like granola, holistic. And then
Okay.
scrunchy is when you're like, like not against vaccines, but think maybe some of them aren't great. Like it's kind of like right in the middle.
Okay.
Or like, let's say you'll eat hot Cheetos, but you also think you should do Pilates, mindfulness, and wellness every day.
That's scrunchy.
That's scrunchy. Like it's
Okay.
like you'll
Yeah.
like I'll go out and make, maybe have a couple shots of tequila and then the next day go take a yoga class. Like that's scrunchy. Crunchy is like very like
okay.
holistic. And then the other end's just like eat hot Cheetos, do cocaine, party hard, like whatever. Right. So it's right in the middle. But anyways, my
Thank
whole
you.
point on this, guys, is that it's dangerous to tell people not to wear sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. That's a.
Yeah.
And people who don't agree with that.
Because it's not
Revoking your
necessarily-
esthetician license.
Well, yeah. I'm also sorry for how you're gonna look when you're 80. Like that shit's starting.
There's
now.
literature, there's proof. Like that's like denying 9/11. Like it happened.
Which people also do.
Yeah. People so deny that.
It'd be like denying the Holocaust.
People also deny the
Yeah.
Holocaust.
That's crazy.
That's
So
what
yeah,
I'm saying.
but you guys are in the same boat as those people.
Yeah.
It's giving that energy.
Yeah.
It is. It is. I mean, there's just so much proof that the sun does cause cancer. The sun is not the devil, but it's also like be safe. It's like, play with fire, you're going to get burned, but like you can, coexist with fire and like enjoy fire without getting burned,
Okay.
Joy fire.
You can
Yes,
sit-
arson.
Yeah.
No, but you guys know what I mean. Like you can
Yeah.
play safely with fire, but like you also know it has its boundaries. Like it's like respecting it.
Like you could play safe in water, but you might drown.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. My other skincare hot take, you guys, is clean beauty. Clean beauty. Because it's a fear mongering scheme. Okay. Nothing is clean. Everything's a chemical. And
Yeah.
people are like, oh, if you can't pronounce it, it's not good for you.
Mm.
Girly, like, if you look up like what an apple is actually called, it's like a long ass chemical compound name. And we just like slang call it
An
an apple. Like it's actually like a very long, intricate name, like technically. Like my cat is technically not a cat. Let's Google it, what a
Oh,
cat's
Lord.
technical name is. Does that mean I shouldn't have it in my house because I can't pronounce its technical name? What do you call it? It's a cat
I don't
science
know.
name.
Scientific name.
I agree with a lot with the clean beauty.
It's a Felis silveritis cactus. Read that. Because guys, I can't pronounce.
Now I didn't know it was called this. Felis silvestris cactus. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, learn something new every day.
So, Tyler, you want to try to say what that is?
It's gone.
Okay.
Saved by the bell.
But anyways, just because you can't pronounce it doesn't mean it's bad for you. Water is a chemical. If you drink too much water, you can die. Literally, you can die from drinking too much water. Everything in moderation. And so, yes, are there bad ingredients in skincare? 100%. Are there toxic ingredients in skincare? 100%. Is there toxic things in the world? Yes. But the reason clean beauty was made was to scare people and be like, our products are clean. You're using this toxic product on your face. Skin Better is clean, okay? Like they don't have filler products and bad things in there. And like it's just so frustrating.
The whole, like, I use organic products only on my skin and my body. And I'm like, it's full of like just essential oils and
Mhm,
things
which
like
can
that.
actually
Stuff that's
be worse.
horrible
It could
for your
be even
skin.
Worse.
Yeah.
Like at my time when I worked at Sephora for a little bit, and people would come in and be like, this doesn't have the little green sticker that says that it's clean.
the EWWC.
So I
yeah.
don't want it. And I'd be like, okay, like go color match yourself then, freak. Like do then bye. It's just so frustrating.
It is, and it's hard. And I've tried to. I have had to have this conversation with clients so many times and like explain to them that it is all marketing.
Yeah.
And yes, I do believe there are toxic household cleaners. I do believe
Yeah.
there are toxic chemicals out there, but like 9 out of 10 times they're not going to be in your skincare and they're not in medical grade skincare. So, it's just really about knowing things and not falling for, oh, it says it's clean, so it must be clean. It's literally the exact same thing. Like,
If not worse.
if
Yeah.
not worse, and can be stripping for the skin because they're using a lot of essential oils, which aren't meant for the face. Very small doses, very diluted is what, if you're going to have an essential oil. But I personally don't like any essential oils in my products. I just don't like them. They're irritating,
Mhm.
sensitize the skin.
Are they pore clogging?
They can be.
Mhm.
But again, everything formulation over single ingredient all day, every day. I will die on that hill. Formulation is everything. And I kind of talked about that with, delivery systems. Our skin's not a sponge. So it's really important to have a good delivery system to get these ingredients and drive them past the epidermis so they're not just sitting on top of the face. That's why when people are like, oh, I'm just going to get these products from Sephora, like typically they're spending all their money in marketing dollars and packaging. They're not working on the formulations. And that's really the issue I have with Sephora products is that, or just in general, things that aren't medical grade, is they're so focused in spending marketing dollars and packaging and branding and all of the things that go into it that they're not as focused as the formulation, because if you can sell it, it doesn't matter what's in it,
Mhm.
And it's not about the science. They don't have clinical studies to back it. They don't have anything to back it. It's not regulated. It's just cute skincare. And yeah, I'm sure it can help in some ways, but it's expensive and you can make such a big change in your skin by using more elevated formulations on your skin that are going to be medical grade. Because think about it this way. If you're making this bomb ass product, you obviously are going to want it in doctor's offices. You're going to want it in more prestigious places. You're not going to want it sitting on the shelves in Sephora for anyone to get.
Especially some of the products too at Sephora are just as expensive.
Mhm.
Like La Mer, that's an almost $200 moisturizer.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah, SK2. We've talked about this before on the podcast, but we've spent literally thousands of dollars on Sephora skincare.
Oh, yeah.
So expensive.
So expensive. I've gone through my whole Sephora phase.
And the other thing is too, when you're spending that much money, or you spend more because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're self-diagnosing and you want to try the whole store and you want to try all these things. And you're like, well, this didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. So I'm going to go buy this one instead. And then you end up instead of just having a professional be like, these are your products.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's the other reason I feel like medical grade skincare doesn't want to be at stores like that, like Ulta or Sephora or anything like that. They want to be with professionals because they are very highly active and there's a place for each of their products and they need to be quote unquote prescribed. But
Yeah. Definitely given a proper regimen.
yeah.
One time, little story time, I got in trouble at Sephora because a client came in, or customer, and they were like, do you have any recommendations on a moisturizer or retinol or something? I currently use Skin Better, Alpha Retin Trio. Do you have, I feel like I should change. And I was like, no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't get anything else that's
so
here.
funny.
And I said, you should stick with what you're doing. And one of my managers overheard me and I got in trouble for that. But also, I'm not going to give them false
Yeah.
advice and go sell them this Glow Recipe or Tatcha moisturizer and stuff when they're using amazing products. I was like, sorry, speak my truth.
That's so true. That's so true.
But
Yeah. I think we need a skincare hot takes part 3 because we're at the end of this episode.
wait, what was the what
We're going to
was
save it
this
for the
hot
next
take?
one.
What hot take were we on?
Clean beauty.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we were on sunscreens though. That's why I was like, how did we go so far?
No,
around
we're
the
talking
block?
clean beauty that it's a sham.
Okay,
Dirty little sham.
it is.
I just learned the other day the difference between a sham and a scam. Do you guys know what that is?
I'm the one who read the definitions to you, but I don't. A sham? No, don't remember.
I don't know.
Okay. A scam is a scheme. You're trying to scam someone. A sham is just making something appear a way it's not.
So they're kind of similar.
They're similar,
They're
but not
similar,
the
but
same.
they're
a little different. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. We will see you next week for skincare hot takes part 3.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Bye, y'all.